Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. Well, it's a very miserable cold day out there today. No rain, which is good, but it is so cold. I'm absolutely frozen, I'll tell you. So I don't know what it's going to be like at the shop today. Probably cool. The fan heaters will be on, I'll tell you that much. Goodness me. Ugh. Anyhow, I'm taking some tea towels down to the shop with me today, and I'm going to try and see if I can get all 3 embroidered for the kitchen. Ready for this new cooker. And so that's another story though, really, because I would have ordered it already, but we have a problem on the hall with the floor at the minute, and we've had a iffy floorboard, I should say, for a while. And not that long ago, I think a piece of wood's actually fallen out, so there's a dip in the carpet. We know to avoid it now. The cats love to sit in the dip, but it needs repairing because I can't have a cooker delivered which has got to come through the front door over this broken piece of floorboard. It needs fixing. Now I'm hoping Kevin's going to fix it this weekend. He's had his orders. It wants fixing. I mean, he was at home Monday, Tuesday this week, and I expected him to sort of crack on with it then, because we need to take part of the whole carpet up, which I've told him he's got to fix it down properly. However he does it, it's got to be down properly. And he says, I can't do it on my own. I need help, and the cats will be wanting to get in on it all, and I know they will. Charlie and Elsa, they might not bother too much. They might just think, and off they go. Whereas Bramble and Salem are so inquisitive. They will be there, right where he's working. They might not do anything. They are pretty good sometimes, and they will just sit and watch. They just like to be with you and watch. But I know it'll be Salem that will want to get down under the floor. I don't fancy having to go and ferret him out. So yeah, so like I said, that's a job for this weekend. I hope, fingers crossed, and I hope it's not a long job, and I hope he can replace just that one piece and we've not got to have all of the carpet up, but I'll not be pleased if we have to do that. And that's where my china cabinet stops, in the hall, so that has got to be emptied and moved. It's going to have to sit in the kitchen, I think. But then the door does not open on the china cabinet because it's a funny shape. It's flat at the back and then it sort of curves like that. And unfortunately, I mean, it's second hand. I've had it years, and unfortunately, when we had Tabby in probably his last year, he did used to wee around the house, and we had to sort of keep on top of that. And he did like to wee up the china cabinet, and the door is stuck. So how we're going to get it open, I don't know. I might end up with no china cabinet come Monday, but we'll see. I'm sure we'll sort it. It'll be fine. So yes, then when I can get my new cooker, I've got some new tea towels. So that's what I'm planning to do. But you know what it's like, you make plans and things go wrong or something happens. So we shall see a little bit later on what happens. So that is one job I've got to do. The other job is the English paper piecing with my winter berries. I have got strips. Well, I've got 5 strips. 5 strips of 5, that's it. And I sort of measured it against my 12 by 12 frame. And I need to add an extra strip on, and I need to add an extra bit on so I've got more than I need so I can trim it down. So that's another job for today, and then I can start and stitch it on the background. So hopefully I will get them done, but like I say, we'll see. You never know, So I will catch you all a little bit later on. Hope you all have a good day. as you'll have seen from the last clip, I did manage to get the English paper piecing pieces done, so my piece is now oversized, it's perfect, and I am going to stitch the strips together onto some wadding ready to go in my frame. I find that's a lot quicker for me to do because having to hand stitch each row it takes a bit of time, and I don't have a lot of time to sit and do that, and then I'll end up with hand ache again. I mean, my hand's been a lot better for quite a while now, so I don't want to start it aching again with all the hand sewing, so I'm cheating a little bit here, but never mind. It's for me, it doesn't matter. And I'm using clear thread on the top when I come to do it, so I'm hoping to get that done later on, and I'm hoping to get all the strips put together tonight. Well, that piece of machine embroidery was a total disaster. I've got onto the second tray. I know you probably can't see much, but the thread has started shredding. Now, the first tray it did lovely. Second tray, no. And this is what's happened on the back. I have this great big bit of top thread, so that's why I don't use metallic threads. I just thought I'd experiment with it, as it's one I've not used before, so I'm going to give up on that. So I think what I'm going to do now is pack this in. I'm going to unpick it, and I will probably try again tomorrow. I've only got this design on the machine down at work, though I haven't got it at home, so I'll have to do something else tonight. But I just thought I'd show you, you know, we do have disasters. There's no point in hiding it, is there? Well, I ended up leaving the tea towel at the shop. I sort of got some of the stitches out, but it's going to take a while to do so. I've decided to leave it at work and just unpick when I've got a little bit of time, which I might be able to do tomorrow or Tuesday. Anyhow, I brought the two of the other tea towels home, so I've got a white and red and a red and white. So I am going to get these done tonight, and I do want to use this gorgeous Christmas fabric, and I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's really nice fabric. The colours aren't coming up as, I don't know, as nice on camera, but it is a proper nice green, and it's got gold in it. Now this fabric, I've had this for a while, and it's got poinsettias on and those white Christmas flowers, and I can't think what they're called, and it's from Macawa, and I've had it a few years. I think I've got probably about a metre or two up on the shelf, and I decided I wanted to put it on my tea towels. Now, if I can find the other applique tree design that I'm sure I've got somewhere, I will use that. I think I'm going to go and have to search on my external hard drive. I think that's where it is. Or I might put a row of hearts on or something for Christmas, because I think that would look nice, and at least I get to use my nice fabric. So that is my plan for tonight. Adele's in the middle of doing some soup. She's using sweet potatoes and a butternut squash that we've got. So we're having that tonight, and I'm hoping to be able to sort of keep a bit by so I can take to work for my lunch tomorrow, so that'll be nice. And then I'm going to do probably some pasta and bacon with a, is it mascarpone, tomato mascarpone sauce or something, one of Asda's sauces. So that's what we're going to be having for tea tonight. Something to warm me up, my hands are freezing. So that's one little job to do. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open my tea advent for today, because I've not done that yet. So this is my Bird and Blend tea advent, and I think yesterday I forgot what day I was on because I only opened number 1 and we're on day 3. So what I'm going to do is open day 2 and 3. I'm not going to drink all this tea today, I don't think, but right, we'll see. Well, this is box number 2. And we have got mulled cider in this one. This is sweet spiced apple. What a winter warmer. Well, that sounds nice. So we've got apple pieces, ginger, rose hip, hibiscus, cinnamon, cloves, lemon peel, natural flavourings. So that is one I'm going to go and try when I go in for my tea. So I will let you know how I get on with it in a little while. And today's number 3, we've got this one, and this is peppermint hot cocoa. Well, that sounds a bit more like it. So yeah, hot Christmas cocoa with a candy cane twist. Ooh, that sounds nice. And let's see what the ingredients are. Roasted dandelion root, cocoa nibs, peppermint, cocoa shells. That should be interesting. So I'm looking forward to trying these 2 tonight. I'm just going to have a little smell and see what they smell like. Well, that one smells nice. I can definitely smell cloves. I'm not a fan of cloves, but it's not overpowering, so I'm hoping that's going to be nice. Cloves always reminds me of tooth tincture. When you've got toothache, you have to go and buy a bottle of clove oil or whatever it is from the chemist. It numbs everything, which is good. It works. I know that. Oh, that smells quite nice. You know, I can't make up my mind what this actually smells like. It smells woody. So that is going to be interesting to see what they taste like. Like I say, I will share with you a bit later on whether I like them or not and what I think to it. What else have I got to say? Oh yes. I had a question on my shawl, so I found out all the information for you. The pattern for this shawl is on Ravelry, and I think it was designed in 2017, and that's probably when I sort of got back into knitting, I think. And it's called the Mini Madness shawl. Right, you're not going to get a very good look at the picture because it's only tiny. I'll have to cover up these pattern pieces, but that is it, Mini Madness shawl, and it is by Angie Kimmel, and her web address is camelcitydyeworks.com. So if I remember, I will put a link to the link down below. But what I'll do is I'll take it off so you can see it. And I think it needs it's cold now. It needs 120 grams of fingering weight yarn. So I picked up my yarns off Etsy. I just found 5 20 gram minis, or was it? No, 6, can't count. I found 6. I didn't pay a lot for them. I think they were only a couple of pound each because I was just sort of dipping my toe in the water of using hand-dyed yarn, and I think the colours go well together. and that is how it looks. It's quite wide really, and this side is the same. So I think what I'm going to do is, I quite fancy making another one, because out of all the little shawls that I've got, this is the one I use the most, because it wraps around your neck really well and it fits well with your coat, and with the long ends I sort of like tie it together underneath this part, because it has a tendency to slip around your neck otherwise. But yeah, I like it. I like the pattern, and it's quite easy. Like I said, I hadn't knitted for a long time when I got back into knitting a few years ago, and this was one of the first things I made. So yeah, so I think yes, I quite fancy doing another shawl. I've got plenty of yarn, so why not? Right, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of embroidery now, see if I can get this done before tea. So hopefully I'll catch you all a little bit later on. Was a nice quick stitch out, and it's turned out quite well, and I like the gold thread that I've used, and it's not metallic, and it goes well with the colours that's in the fabric, so I'm really pleased with that. So now I just need to find a design for the other tea towel, so I'm going to pop upstairs now and see what's on my external hard drive and see what I can come up with. Well, I'm back out here now. I haven't started tea yet. I've just made a cup of tea using the mulled cider, and it's not quite as strong smelling of cloves when it's made, and it actually tastes quite nice. I quite like it, and the cinnamon is still not overpowering or anything, and it just smells lovely. You can smell the cloves. Tastes quite nice. Tastes quite nice, so I'm looking forward to trying the other one at some point. Anyhow, I didn't go through my hard drive of Christmas designs. I decided not to bother. So what I did, I popped on Etsy and I thought I'll have a look for another design, and I found an applique gingerbread man. I mean, come on, I've got to have gingerbread man on my tea towel since I've got lots of gingerbread things in the kitchen. So I found a design. It's got 3 different sizes on it, so I'm just going to have a look at that now, and then I'm going to stitch that out on my last tea towel. But having said that, I might go shopping, because I need to go to B&M for some wool, so I might go shopping and see if I can find some tea towels in a different colour. I really fancy getting some cream tea towels, just plain cream ones to put the gingerbread man on, but we'll see. That might be something for the weekend. So I'm going to do that now, so I will share that with you. I hope you enjoyed watching the making of the gingerbread tea towel. It has turned out okay, it's nice. I like the design. It's a lovely design and it does stitch out really well. There's just one or two things I would change on it. I mean, when it's stitching out the white here, it automatically goes on. When it was doing the icing here and here on the legs, it automatically went on and stitched the white pom-pom, which I would have liked to stop there so I could have put a different colour in, seeing as it's on a sort of reddy white background. And then with the hat, with the base of the hat, it stitched that out, and then it automatically went down to the button and the bow tie, which I would have liked to have a change to put a different colour bow tie in, but I decided to just stick to red and white on this one. So it's, you know, it's all in keeping with the tea towel and it does look nice and I am happy with it. So I'm just wondering if you had your own sort of digitising programme, if you could just maybe put a stop in where you want one. That would help. I mean, I have thought about getting Embrilliance, but I don't know if I could use it. I'm not really good on these things. I had a programme to go with my genome. I couldn't use it. It went straight over my head. I haven't got a clue. And that was 7 years ago. So that is sat somewhere. I don't know. But I need just something that's user-friendly, I think. But having said that, I've enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to popping it on the cooker. When I get it. Right, well, I have noticed that this video is getting a little bit long. It's longer than I had intended and I apologise for that. I've just had a few bits to do today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to round this vlog off. The hexagon stitching, I am going to save that for tomorrow. Otherwise, we could be going on up to an hour if I'm not careful. And that's not really what Vlogmas is all about, is it? It's supposed to be short. 15 minutes at the most, I think. So yes, so thank you for joining me today. I hope everybody's had a lovely day, whatever you're doing, whether you've been at work or whether you've been sat at home crafting. And I will see you all again tomorrow. So have a good evening and bye for now.